I think we're ready to go now. Everyone hopefully is in and up and ready to go. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for our first customer update for Smarter Drafter in November of 2023. We have a packed agenda today, but I'm aware of how precious your time is, so we'll be keeping this nice and short. We're going to be starting you with introducing you to our new leadership team, share with you some of our most recent accomplishments and achievements, give you insight into what is on the horizon from Smarter Drafter and what you can expect from us in moving forward, reinforce the importance of bringing new content to the platform, and we'll end off with talking about our new support and success strategy. I am Jake Ritchie, the Business Development Manager for Smarter Drafter, and I'm your host for today's presentation. You've likely seen my name around quite a bunch for quite some time, so it's a great pleasure to be sharing with you some of the amazing things our team has been working on behind the scenes. We've got our heads of departments, from management, product, and legal, but just some housekeeping before we continue. Feel free to ask questions and someone from our team will get back to you at the end of this session. Now, allow me to introduce our CEO, Steve Hantos. Over to you, Steve.
Thanks very much, Jake, and hi, everyone. The first change that you may have noticed is the subtle changes to the Smarter Drafter logo. It's now powered by Tensys. Tensys is simply the head code, and Tensys actually means, in Latin, strength and perception. Now back onto the features of Smarter Drafter. Our goal is and always will be to deliver the most benefits and bring the most efficiency to your firms. We want the cost of the subscription for Smarter Drafter to be insignificant to the benefits that you receive. Now, we've got a really rich history. Over the years, over 100,000 documents have been produced. At the moment, we have over 1,500 regular users who are gaining productivity and great efficiency from using our platform. Now, our most known feature is document assembly, producing automated precedents. But when I speak with our customers, I've become to understand that that is truly only part of the process where we add significant value. The work spans all the way from onboarding or intaking a new client, right the way through to completing a matter and signing. Beyond just delivering high quality documents, we're automating that entire process to ensure your clients have a truly remarkable digital experience, just like they have in every other aspect of their lives. Not only do we save you time, we reduce the risks and we improve the image of your firms. And this is all done through our improved intake to e-signature process. Now, before going into too much detail about what's coming, I'd like to tell you about a customer that I caught up with last week. One of our clients based in Bondi, we were having coffee and he was explaining he's been on the platform now for over 5 years and he has only ever used it to generate precedents. When I started telling him about the other benefits that it can bring to his company, he was absolutely blown away. Now, the first of those main features that I'd like to talk to you about is our digital online intake forms. It gives you the ability to seamlessly onboard new clients, and clients love it. It's all about that first seamless impression, and first impressions count. The benefits for you, there's no rekeying. All details go directly into the document that you're processing. And once the onboarding process has been completed by your clients, you're notified immediately. The next great feature is our e-signature portal. Now, wet signatures are still the norm or still needed for a lot of documents, but even in New South Wales and Victoria, even deeds now can be e-signed. And it just removes that bottleneck of having to courier paperwork or bring your clients into your office. Now, one of the best features, you can upload any document to the Smarter Drafter platform with a simple drag and drop and add those e-signature features to it. Now, the next great feature to talk about is our court forms. Earlier this year, we surveyed our customers and the resounding response was that court forms were mundane, repetitive, and frequently used. We listened and we're now automating court forms. I won't steal too much of Linda's thunder, who you'll hear from later on, but the efficiencies that people are gaining from using them so far have been phenomenal. Now, at the end of the conversation with our client from Bondi, I was explaining to him that these features are only part of the commitment that we bring. We have built a truly world-class team of technologists and legal professionals with experience at some of the greatest top-tier legal firms like Minter Ellison. We're delivering a raft of enhancements across the whole platform to improve legal workflows, and we really want to continually improve every aspect of our business and the services that we provide you. Now, to hear more about the features and the engine that powers Smarter Drafter, I'm going to hand over to our Chief Product Officer, Michael Sabara.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Michael Sabara. I'm the Chief of Product here at Tensis. By way of background, I've been working in management consulting and technology for the last 10 years across top-tier management consulting firms. I've also held senior leadership positions in a number of ASX-listed technology startups in both technology and product. Today, I'm very excited to tell you about some of the enhancements and upgrades that we've done to the Smarter Drafter platform. Since joining, we've worked very hard to re-platform the entire system, making sure it's delivered quicker, faster, with a better experience. We've also ensured that our ISO 27001 compliance has been maintained, ensuring that the privacy and security of your client information and your information is always top of mind in what we do. Let's keep going. Next slide. Automation is one of the key things which is going to shape the legal industry in the future. As a part of your commonly used apps, Office, you need it. You absolutely have to use Microsoft Word, part of the stack. Practice management, another key part of the legal stack. What comes next is Smarter Drafter. Smarter Drafter is the automation layer across your entire app space, your entire workflow, and your entire client lifecycle. Under Smarter Drafter, as Steve mentioned, we take on the philosophy of intake to e-signature. Take a new client or an existing client and take them through the entire process of serving their matter needs and delivering a final output signed and ready to go. In order to facilitate this end-to-end vision, we're bringing out a new dashboard view available via the Smarter Drafter app. The dashboard has a number of key features which will become the command and control center for your entire firm. Across the top, you'll be able to see how many documents you've generated, the documents in progress, what's out for signing, and then what's been completed. We've also added a what's new modal on the left. This will let you know about all the legal and content updates and additional content that we've added to the platform as it comes out, as well as new features that you can look forward to. The favorites part of the screen here on the right as well will give you quick access to the most commonly used and most important legal content that you need to produce for your clients. As always, our broader library of content will be available in the documents section at the bottom of this page. We're also going to revamp the directory view. This will actually be available in the next couple of weeks. This directory view has a number of additional benefits which will make your working life a lot easier. You'll be able to quickly find whatever document you'd like to use by filtering by jurisdiction. You'll be able to filter by practice area, as well as a litany of different tags. In addition to that, each document which gets surfaced, you'll be able to see its capabilities very clearly, whether e-signature is available, whether there's an associated intake or instruction taking form, how long it should take, and a more verbose description of what it entails. If you look at the top right-hand corner as well of each card, you're able to see a star, which will allow you to quickly add it to your favorite section. What's also very exciting, as Steve mentioned earlier, is we're bringing out the next generation of intake forms. Both intake and instruction taking forms are set to revolutionize your client's first digital impressions of your firm. What's cool about these is we'll be able to map hundreds of custom attributes of your clients back to your practice management system. These attributes will also map to our entire content library. This means that using one intake form, you'll be able to generate an entire swath of different legal documents without ever having to go back to your client for additional information, minimizing any form of additional data collection and making rekeying a thing of the past. The submissions the submissions table is also going to take a new shape. In order to streamline your workflows between your key apps, your practice management system, and Smarter Drafter, we'll be introducing matter IDs down the left-hand column of the submissions table. We'll also be attributing client names to the work that's in progress. In addition to that, under the status column, you'll be able to see a few new statuses, whether a document is out for signature or whether indeed it has been signed. In doing so, you'll know where everything is at every point in time. If you haven't already done so, you really need to integrate your practice management and document management systems. SmarterDraft has been working hard to increase the depth and breadth of its integrations with both practice management and document management system. We integrate with Australia's leading practice management systems. We're adding more every day, and we're deepening how those work within your workflow. What's really exciting is that we've also just partnered with Clio, who is a global player in practice management systems just entering Australia. No matter who you're with, SmarterDraft will integrate with it. In finalizing the vision of going from intake to e-signature, we'll also be releasing a Word plugin. What's cool about this Word plugin is we know that you always need to take and put your final touches on that Word document before you send it out to the client, ensuring that your moniker is available. This Word plugin will allow you to take anything from your submissions table, quickly open it in Microsoft Word, apply those finishing touches, and then save it back to your practice management system, save it back to SmarterDrafter, as well as send directly out to e-signature to ensure it gets signed on time. We have a really exciting roadmap between now and Christmas, and even more to come next year. I look forward to getting everyone's feedback, and I'm going to hand over to Linda now to talk about content. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name's Linda Di Girolamo and I've been part of the SmarterDrafter team since July. It's been a really exciting transition from a law firm to now come back to a software company. I'm really enjoying my role as head of legal content and being part of the expansion of what SmarterDrafter can offer you. There's 3 things I want to talk to you about today in terms of what we've been doing in the content team. The first is the unfair contracts changes. As you are aware, the new regime around contracts and Australian consumer law is changing, and it's expanding the coverage of unfair contract laws regarding small businesses and consumers. From the 9th of November, there's a deadline to ensure that all contracts are deemed fair for all parties, and our legal team at SmarterDrafter has been reviewing our documents, and we feel the ones that are most impacted by the new legislation are the loan agreement, the services agreement, and the website terms of use. So we've gone and made changes to these documents, but we do need to emphasise that none of your clients have identical needs. So while we've reviewed and updated our documents in light of the legislation, fairness has to be assessed on a case-by-case basis. As the legal counsel, we have to leave it to your responsibility to ensure that the documents are fit for purpose. So what I strongly encourage is go for it. Create your document using SmarterDrafter, but then please download them over to Word and give them a review, just like Mike said earlier. Our updated versions will be released early next week, so they'll be available to generate very soon. Now over to court forms. One of our big focuses recently has been on court forms. We know these forms are available online, but we want to centralise it and simplify the process for you. In fact, like Mike said, we surveyed our customers and court forms came up as a high priority, so that got our attention. Based on the demographics of our users, we started with New South Wales because that's where the most of you guys are located. We began with the UCPR suite, and I'm really happy to say that as of today, we've got 78 forms and counting available to generate in SmarterDrafter. We're keeping our eye out for any updates, so our forms will always align with the court's current version. From there, we've also got the ball rolling on the Victorian County Court forms. We've put together a subpoena pack to start with, which means we've got 6 documents live for our Vic customers to generate and try out right now. In the meantime, we're working on the rest of the library, and we've got 17 documents in progress, which should be available throughout November. We'd love to get your feedback on how these forms are working and how they're improving your processes and efficiency. Beyond that, we're going to be moving on to the Queensland court forms as well. We're about to hit the silly season, so please keep your eye out in the new year, and we'll be popping those forms up in the blog so you'll know when we get to them. But Queensland, please don't feel neglected. We know many of you are insured by Lexon, and recently we've been working closely with them. We've started adding their forms onto the SmarterDrafter platform, beginning with their wills and enduring power of attorney risk procedure forms. Now, there's one caveat. You must be a Lexon customer to gain access to these forms. But all you need to do is email our support team and they will update your account. Again, it's all about us helping to ensure you are efficient and compliant. We're constantly making other changes and updates to our forms. Our marketing team has been really active on the blog recently and also emailing you. So I'm going to continue to work with them, making sure they're updated and keep you informed on all of the developments from the content team. It's been great to see you all here today. That's me. Back to you, Jake.
Thank you, Linda. To tie this all into a neat little bow, Smarter Drafter is an excellent tool for document assembly, but we also assist you with client intake through to eSignature, but you have our ongoing commitment to bringing more content to the platform. As Steve said earlier, we want to make sure the cost of your subscription is insignificant compared to the value you're going to receive from using our platform. For me, I'm very, very excited to see the overhaul to the platform itself, but seeing the sharing of metadata between documents, which I know you all have been requesting for quite some time. I know you've emailed specific people in the past, but we've introduced a new head of customer support and a new ticketing system to match. The quickest way for us to assist you is by sending an email to support@smarterdrafter.com.au. This will create a ticket for you and we'll be able to forward that one to the right departments. Not only this, but we've updated our help center to include updated guides, tutorials in some of your most frequently asked questions. Please note as well that we've got a separate email for billing related matters, and our team would be more than happy to help you if you've had a payment decline, need to change credit card details, or request an invoice. That brings us to the conclusion of our presentation for today. I just want to thank you all for your ongoing commitment to Smarter Drafter and to let you know that your feedback is being heard more now than ever before. I hope you have an amazing rest of your week, and thank you so much for joining us this morning.